Hello and welcome to this very special interview. I have with me Manchester United legend, former French international Louis Saha. Louis Saha, welcome to NDTV. You've been to India before. Yeah. How has been your experience of visiting this country and how has been your experience of interacting with the fans, especially the young footballers here?
That's why we come all the way from Europe to India. It's because you have the opportunity to interact with the fans and see the authenticity, the progress, the culture. So all this is why I'm here. I always enjoy having some story shared, and this passion is so unique. So I loved it. I had the chance to come to New Delhi as well, and I enjoy the food, of course. So all this is great, and I love football, and I can see the football in India really improving, even challenging cricket. So which is good in some way, because sport is it's a beauty for values, and if we can really match cricket in some way, it will be great, because passionate people, and yeah, that's why I'm here.
All right, you're here as a part of this initiative by Apollo Tyres and Manchester United called United We Play. How does this initiative help the young footballers in India who are coming up the ranks, and what does it mean for a young boy or a girl who wants to make a career in football?
It's important, because you need an inspiration, you need a target, you need dreams, you need hope, and having sometimes some coaches with experience, and combined with ex-players coming and show exactly what type of things can happen if we really believe. I think it's usually important. It starts from that. It starts from a dream that now help you to work hard and do what you never thought it was possible. So it's very important to start with that, and having some really professional coaches around and traveling everywhere in India. It's very beneficial for everyone in terms of the culture, in terms of the social, because it's better the kids to be on football pitch than be on the street. I think it's very important for that. So education starts from those little camps. It's very important to show that there is a lot of opportunities in our sport.
Right. You talked about Indian football briefly. If I would ask you to assess the Indian football ecosystem and the scenario today in India, what would you say?
Massive improvement. The numbers are showing it. I'm not saying that we're only catching up cricket. I think it's important to recognize as I said, the values. You can see on TV a lot of comments about the football. The following of the Premier League is huge. A lot of fans love United, and that's where I can see that every time I am invited, I'm welcome really well in there, because the passion for football is huge, and I think that is why I think the kids are loving that sport. It's really you can travel everywhere, you can see the real impact that this sport can have on families, on governments. People really invest in infrastructure, so it's very important to see that. I'm very happy to participate to this development.
Okay, let's talk about Manchester United. What do you think of the current season? United clearly hasn't had a good one. How do you assess this season, and what are the changes do you think the club needs in order to compete with the likes of, say, Liverpool and Manchester City?
I think it's a bit of frustrating one, that's for sure, because we started well. I think a lot of signal was there to be happy with. Especially a few signing was really immense, surprising at some point, but was really good to see. Obviously, the Premier League is a marathon, so you have a challenge because you have 5, 6, maybe 7 clubs who compete to the same level. Maybe 2 or 3 could be apart, but yes, it was really hard, because some games I don't think we compete to the level where we should be. Some of the of the competition in the Champions League was frustrating as well. Could have reached again a better level, but yes, it's all about that acceptation that we are still in transition. We now have like a really exciting new manager, so good news. Some players will look forward to work under him. So all this is fantastic. But yes, this season was frustrating. What it's really important, I think, for the new manager will be his communication to implement his new style very quickly during pre-season. Having a set of players, I would say 8 to 10 players, where they are warriors, don't thinking about them, they're thinking about the team only. And you have like the talented ones, that the ones that may surprise, may win you a game, like the Cristiano, or those super talented that sometimes need craziness and freedom. But yes, you have to build a style and foundation that give you guarantees to win the Premier League. It's you have to have that. You have to have a set of players, and not trying to compare from previous years, previous generation, because it's a different football. So you have to understand that. But you need to do that very quickly. Maybe with addition of new players, maybe some will leave, but strong foundation is really needed.
Well, you talked about the new manager, and it is obviously one of the biggest news concerning United and football in general. Erik ten Hag's appointment. We know about his focus in youth, for example. What do you think he will be able to bring to the table?
First, I think it will be the guts to play forward. The way he plays, it's like the very exciting football that we all love. It's all about attacking and scoring more goals than the opponent. That's his philosophy. What is sure that the youth can bring you that when you have like energy, you have like I would think more instinct than just like brain and tactics. When you find the right balance between that, magical things can happen, because the squad is good. The squad is strong. It's just some moments, some patch of games sometimes where we disappear. I can say my critique is sometimes the mentality is just not there. But it happens to any squad. But sometimes we have seen it that he has destruct the concentration, the focus that you need to win games. At this level, the Premier League is, I would say, more challenging than ever. Now, as I said before, there is 6 clubs. Before it was maybe 2, 3 who were challenging for the same spot. So it's really, really hard, and people may always refer to what was 6, 7 years ago. It's gonna be tough, but I'm very confident what has been done, what has been researched for this addition will make the difference.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something that has been a menace to the society for as long as we can remember. The menace of racism in football, and not just in football, but in sports in general. What are your comments on racism in sports and the efforts that the Premier League and Manchester United as a club are taking to curb this menace?
Yeah, it's very important. I respect all kind of process towards the eradication. Nowadays, still talking about racism, it's just awful, and we have seen after the competition in the summer that too many people think that they are allowed, or just like they think it's funny, or just make themselves a bit more famous in some way to be out there on other type of highlights. I think, yeah, people need education, and it comes from the very top. So the biggest club in the world is Manchester United. To have them like really tackling this, it's very important. They have a campaign all red and all in United. It's run by the Premier League as well, helping people to understand how important it is to stop doing this, and there is a zero tolerance policy, which is very, very important. And I'm sure that people understand the impact that it has in our culture. The children seeing this and think that it's normal. It's horrible. It is really now time for people at the very top to take action, and then very severe ones, not just little fines and stuff like this. So we call for the UEFA, the FIFA to really come together and just make it as urgent as possible, because you can't just think or say that it's always going to be this way, or it's just going to be like society or something like this, and we have to accept. No, you should not accept this, and whether it's black or Asia or any color, you have to be fight really, really hard without any tolerance whatsoever.
Okay, a couple of quick questions now. What is your all-time favorite United jersey?
I like the GVC one and the Aeon one. So that was some of iconic and very old school one, and some like in my era in some way. I like those jerseys, but all the jerseys of United are great, to be honest. I love the color. This is a color that I wear a lot. So I used to wear it before I played this game. So I really enjoy any shirts. Really, back in the days and now on.
Okay, tell us your favorite moment from your playing days, if you have to pick one.
Yeah, the Champions League final. I haven't played the final, but to be out there, very privileged moment, because yes, the journey was just immense. So yes, I really love this moment. See my teammates out there and lifting this trophy was special.
Anything that you remember from that win that you want to share with your fans?
Yes, I have a very strange memory, because I was always closing my eyes because I was so scared. It's more tense than if you're playing. You are out there and you try to enjoy, you try to work really hard for it. But when you're outside, the pressure is double, I think. So it was really strange. So the memory that I have is like seeing John Terry slap. I really think this moment was kind of like God saying that we're gonna do it. So that was my moment. I really don't have a explanation, but having him not finishing the situation was something was kind of magical in some way.
Okay, one last question. What is your favorite goal that you have ever scored for United, and any assist that you're really, really fond of?
I love the goal that I had against Wigan, if I'm not wrong. But I will take the one against Sporting in Champions League, come from an assist from Ronaldo, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I think important. I'm not sure as much as my first one for the club, because it's a foundation for your career. But yes, in terms of the goal and scoring away from home, 1-0, it's always very special.
All right, thank you, Louis Saha, for talking to NDTV. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.